little buns, having little treats that they've stolen from the chest. Good morning, Palin. How you doing? Oh, Drew, thank you very much for, oh my gosh, 41 months and 2. Blimey, thank you. How you doing? Good morning, Mizira and Hamish and Zara and Hansan and Carl and Tredpus and Mac and Bulba. I have a little call from a friendo. Oh, that's nice. Nice. Good morning, Thomas. Good morning, Max. Good morning, Frank. Good morning, Nightsham. I'm hoping I can summon the bunnies with that noise. There we go. I'm off sick. Oh no, I hope you're feeling better soon. There we go. My weekly reminder to do my taxes. Thank you. Thank you. I do need to blooming get them done. Good morning, Megalomaniac. Morning, Ravine and Lazy Butt. And did I say good morning, Minion? Good morning. I have like a what do you call it? A notepad somewhere that has all of my information on it, all of my login details, which I know isn't safe, but they make it so difficult to log in. I was like, I'm just gonna have to have it written down. But now I've lost it, so that's not great. Morning, Dagon. Good morning, Saffron and Rob. Morning, Bun Bun and Tommy. Morning, Isenta. So yeah, I do need to find it. But once I'm in, it shouldn't take too long. It's fairly simple. Good morning, Rob. Morning, Katie. How you doing? Good morning, Link. I can't believe it's Friday already. I think because of having the Tuesday off, it's like confused the week completely. And then going into the office yesterday has made it feel like, because obviously I only go into the office twice a week. So I went from feeling like it was Monday on Wednesday to now I'm like, it was Friday yesterday. This is the weekend, right? Everything's a little all over the place. But it is Friday today. It's just confusion. Gerry ate my taxes. That's my excuse. I've decided I want to, and you can tell that this is just going to be a blooming ADHD thing, isn't it? But I've decided that I'm going to buy myself a new notepad, and that shall be the notepad of Wondrous Dreams, where I keep all of the information on brand deals and stuff throughout the year, so I can keep track of everything. But I know that this is one of those things. This is a trap I always fall into, because a new notepad is just, it'll last for like a week. I'll be like, yeah, I'm so organized now. I'm an organized person. I write everything down. Look at my brand new fancy notepad. And then I'll forgore. I will forgore. Buying a new notepad that will solve all of your problems is classic ADHD. The number of notepads that I have that I've written on the first 2 pages, and like I've what was the thing? What's that thing called where you when you do like a really it's meant to be a good mental health thing where you write down, you do like a mood journal or something. And I remember I was like, yeah, I'm going to do one of these. I'm going to keep track. And I did a fancy page that said like August or whatever it was. And, I decorated it with like autumn leaves and did it in fancy writing. And then I wrote on one page and never touched that book again. I was like, oh, oopsie doopsie. Love stationery, hate using it. Yeah, especially that first page. I have drawers filled with notepads. It's even worse when you're an artist as well, because it doubles as sketch pads too. Yeah. Yeah. Dear oh dear. Come on in, G-Vote. How you doing? How we do? But maybe, see, the problem I have with a lot of things, what a wonderful August it was. Yes, clearly I was too busy to be writing in a notepad, whatever I was up to. Oh, I've completely distracted myself from what I was going to say. What was I talking about? Notepads? Something. I think one good thing, this isn't what I was going to say, but one good thing about doing, morning Sienna, about doing daily videos, oh, Fifi, you've missed a pellet over there, is it has made January last a little bit longer, it feels. I mean, I know that January has lasted the exact same amount of time, but it's felt like I've kept track of the days a bit more, which has meant that I've appreciated the month a bit more, I think. So yeah, it has been good. Day after day, my shifts this week have been a bit longer than normal, for I don't know what reason. Oh no, that's not fun. Good morning, Alex. It's true, it could last longer. Maybe at the end of January they'd be like, we've decided to add 2 more days. Ta-da! Yeah, I have forgot what day it was a couple times, so maybe I'm not that good at keeping track of what it is. But yeah, it has been good. He's breathing so hard I can see the condensation. Oh no, is he a cold boy? Cold boy. Oh yeah, it is a leap year this year. Does anyone have any fun leap year traditions of things that they do on the 29th? Morning, Food Cart. How you doing? What would the extra days be called? What, they could have their own little... Oh, there he is. Their own little month. Hi. Hi to my little guy. My little guy. Oh, I can't even see your face. Ooh. There you go. There's my baby. I made a new meal last night. Not like before, never been done. But I had a recipe that was suggested to me on Instagram from someone. And I was like, do you know what? I'm just going to make it. And I did. And it was flavours I'd never really had before. But I tried it and it was quite nice. But you know when you can't tell if you're like how keen you are on something because you're like not expecting it. You don't know what to expect with your mouth feels. It was like that. I was like, I'm still eating this, but I don't know how I feel about this. I think I need to play around with the recipe and get it more something, but I don't quite know what. But yeah, I will have it again. Yes, Rob had his B-reel was a chippy tea, and it had big temptation. But we chippy tea on Fridays, so I stayed strong. One of the most exciting things to try vegan-wise is Ethiopian. Flavors are off the charts. I don't think I have tried anything. I swear there's a place in Bristol that did Ethiopian food, but I can't remember. I never went, but I can't remember if it was just like a pop-up and it closed when its time was up, or I don't know. Gerry is small and cute, and seeing him now I can understand how they didn't have room to put up a proper digestive system given all the cute they had to invest in. True. He's just full of love and fluff. There you go. I can see you a bit better from here. Here's my little guy. Sometimes I can't believe that I just live with bunnies. It's just really cool. Like sometimes I'm watching TV and I'll turn around and I'll just watch the bunnies instead because I'm like, just look at them. Just look at them. Just a couple of little guys just living here. I want to track down a vegan ramen recipe. I made one before and it was really nice. It was like a mushroomy one. But I can't think if it was in a... I think it was just on a website. I don't think it was in a book. Or maybe it was. They don't even know their ABCs. Just know be little and snap. Come on in, Dave. Gerry, you're doing a tooth puff. Does Chili Daddy do ramen? Well, I guess. Yes. I think they do. They do. See, the problem with Chili Daddy is that I literally order the same thing every time I go. Apart from once, I tried one thing once. So I'm not very good with the rest of their menu because I literally just go, there you go, there's the thing I order. But I have a feeling that they do. But it is nice. Nice. Oh, the temptation that ever since I mentioned the word TV, the temptation to start talking about traitors, and I'm like, no, no spoilies. No spoilies. But the last 2 episodes have been pretty good. Curious what will happen tonight. It's such an odd way to do it, I feel. Well, so basically, for people who don't... Hello, Koo. For people who don't watch it, it's like the episodes are on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So you get nothing all like for a week, and then all of a sudden you get like an episode a night for 3 nights in a row. And it does make it exciting because you are like, oh, I just get to find out what it is tomorrow sort of thing. But I don't know, it just seems like an odd pattern. I guess with other things, you're used to it either being like dumped on Netflix all at once or weekly episodes instead of this like 3-day-a-week episodes thing. Not caught up on Traitors yet. I've been enjoying it this year because I was worried with, you know, when you get that thing, like I guess they got it in Big Brother, where with the first series, it was sort of like, this is an interesting human experiment as to how people react in this situation, and they don't know what's going to happen. And then the more it went on, the more it just became people, you know, they just wanted to become celebrities, so they would just go on and be dramatic because they were like, this is good TV sort of thing. So I was worried that they were going to do that with Traitors. You know, the first series, you've got people who were like, I don't know what's going on, I don't really know what this is. And then I was thinking, oh no, the second series is just going to be people who have signed up because they want to be on telly. Whereas they seem to have avoided that. I mean, obviously they do want to be on telly because otherwise they wouldn't put themselves forward for the show, but it doesn't seem to be like too much people doing stuff just because they're like, oh, this is going to be dramatic. I do prefer, like, I'm trying to word things through in my head and see if this is spoilies at all. One of the traitors, I mean, you find out the traitors in literal episode 1, but one of the traitors this year... Did you just do a yawn today, Missy? I saw you do a big stretch. Is the sort of traitor that I like. They had one last year who was the sort that I like, and they had another this year, which I've been grateful for. But the sort who they don't take it... They understand that they're playing a game, and they, like sometimes last year... the traitors would get a bit like too upset as if they were actually having to kill people. Whereas this year they've like one of the guys was very much, hang on, I'm going to try and avoid the bunny's litter tray. I'm going to show you the bunny. They've had a guy who's been like a proper like pantomime villain, and I have enjoyed it. And a jester. See, the problem with that was like, would the show literally just be over? Because what if they got them out? Because the first few weeks when they're banishing people, it's literally like, just random. They base it off of nothing because they have nothing to go off of. So what if they got a jester out in like the first week? They'll be like, okay, show's cancelled, I guess. Bunnies. The traitors this year are so brutal. See, this is the thing. It's sort of nice, though, that they are just... they are just, like, not taking it too seriously. I feel like, on the other side of things, some of the... I guess if you're a faithful, it must feel, like, be a bit harder to take it less seriously, because... there's nothing you can do. You must feel a little bit helpless if you're just like, well, if they literally just decide to murder me tonight, then that's that. But yeah, so I guess you must feel like... I heard an interesting thing as well. That was because a lot of the time there'd be like 22 faithful and 3 traitors or whatever, and the faithful would act as if they're like really outnumbered. And someone who had been on the show last year made the point that there's like 150 people in the crew and they all know who the traitor is as well. So you do feel outnumbered. You do feel like there's like everyone else knows this secret and you don't. So yeah, I guess it must be difficult not to like do the interviews and the talking heads and stuff and be looking for reactions from like the camera people. Like, oh, I swear it must be this person. Because we had that of it when we did the cult, and when Lewis had come in from doing the Jenga task, I was behind one of the cameras in that room, and he kept looking at me and talking, and I was like, I can't give you anything. I can't tell you. I can't say who it is and what they're gonna do. I've seen a few people mention like, what would it be like if the audience didn't know who the traitors were either? But I don't know. I don't know if that would be good. Because, like, I don't know, I guess it would be interesting, and maybe they could edit it in a way that makes it work. But I like knowing who they are. But yeah. There's a program in the Netherlands like that. It's called Who is the Mar... Oh, so you actually don't know who it is in that one. Snow here is starting to thaw. It's been very frosty today. Very frosty. Imagine if Claudia murdered someone straight away like Tom did to Ben. Well, that did sort of happen in the first episode of the first series, didn't it? But I guess not entirely. But I guess they've... It was quite funny this year when they were like, we wouldn't do the same thing again. People actually play on the app to find out who it is. Ah, that's interesting. But yeah, I was thinking it must be strange if, on the very small chance that one of the people in there knew Joe Wilkinson's podcast and would have seen or like heard Paul on it. And be like, I know you. But yeah, it has been good this year. It's been fun. And it's also nice when you know other people who watch it and you can just be like like a friend who I used to work with watches it, so it's been a nice little thing to message her about as well. And the Reddit is really good, like the Traitors subreddit. And the memes. It's got good memes. Secondonian, thank you very much for the 31 months. Good morning. How you doing? Oh, I feel like I've neglected my Twitch this week because of doing the craft stream. And then obviously Tears of the Kingdom and Kirby Craft. And then having Tuesday off, I'm like, I've literally done one stream other than bun streams. Or annoying people who don't watch it by spamming a group DM, yes. Who would do that? Who would do such a thing? Participants have to answer questions about the mole. On which team did they play? How much money did they earn? Oh, okay. If you get the least answers correct, you're out. That is interesting. It's like, I wish there were more, because they had a task thing recently on Traitors where they actually, the Traitors had to do something in front of other people, and that did make it like a lot more interesting, where people did start to look at each other's behavior in a way that they actually had evidence of stuff. Whereas usually they're like, if I look at the evidence and they're like, what's the evidence? And they're like, well, you know, he asked how my morning was and then he coughed, and that seems like traitorish behavior. And it's like, wait, what? So it was interesting for them to actually have something to go on. Channel 5 did a version of them all in the early 2000s, and that was fun because them all had to actively sabotage tasks. Ah. See, I think that stuff does make it a lot more interesting. One game they had to collect money, the one mole just threw all the money they found out of the train window. Oh. So yeah, I guess stuff like that. That does sound interesting. It does make me laugh when you get people on the Traitors who clearly have never played any sort of like deception game at all. I guess it's not been as much this year because the people who have been on it have all watched the first series. But the previous year, people were just like, oh my gosh, I can't believe they were lying to me. And I'm like, what did you think the series was about? It's called The Traitors. Or they'd be like, one of the things they always say is like, oh, no, it can't be this person. Like, they're really friendly. And I'm like, do you think that the Traitors are going to be, you know, they're covered in blood going, wah. Like, they still don't seem to realize that it is going to be one of the people there because that's what the show is. Is yeah, twirling their mustaches, yeah. It is funny. Like when people say, I trust them 100%. Or my favourite Traitors game to play is count the number of times they say 100% faithful. Yeah, it's like when I do feel bad when they say like oh, you know, defend yourself, say that you're faithful, and they're just like, well, I'm faithful, and they're like, what else can I actually say because there's no other way to prove it. It's yeah, my mum's been watching the Aussie version, and it's really fun to see people say I have this job and I'm great at reading people and then getting it wrong. Yeah, it's like with they had someone on this year who was like a psychic and clairvoyant, and she was like, oh yeah, I can just read everyone's auras, and then got it completely wrong. It's like, I would not go in with such confidence if I were you. Dear oh dear. No bliss. I think the thing is as well, because it's like complete strangers, you can only go by how you think someone acts when they're nervous. So, for some people, they might like go really quiet, whereas for some people, they might go really loud. And you've had it where people have said both things. They've said like, "Oh, I've just noticed that you've changed," or "I've noticed you've not changed," or "I've noticed that," and I'm just like, do you not hear yourself? But then again, I guess you have to appreciate that apparently those discussions can go on for like 2-3 hours, and it's obviously cut down into 10 minutes. So it could be that they are discussing all of those things and it just, wasn't relevant to that episode, so it's cut out. But a lot of the time, I swear they are edited to seem like goofy little goobers. Yeah, you can't base it on who actually seems trustworthy because it's random selection. I know there was someone this year who was like, I think it's this person because of something they did, and they said something that had happened before the traitors had even been selected. Like, what does that have to do with anything? But yeah, dear oh dear. But I guess it must be like in such a strange environment, and I guess it is so easy to like, with full knowledge of who the traitors are, watch the television show and be like, oh, this is obvious behavior. Whereas when you're in there and you're watching like 22 other people's behavior, I guess it is easy to miss. They do know when the traitors are selected. So morning Cyan, good morning Monday. They sit round a big table and Claudia Winkleman goes around and squeezes people's shoulders to let them know that they are traitors. So they know at that point. I guess that's the only thing they can really go on, is looking around people's faces at that point afterwards. Me for Traitor Season 3. Jeez, no, Gerry. Slaps them in the face to let them know, yeah. The tasks that they do are like so active. I've honestly, when I was walking up that hill yesterday, on Tuesday in Wales, I was like, my first thought was I could not do traitors because they must need to be so fit to do that. Because they're constantly like lugging things for... Gerry's kicking the poo out of the litter tray. Why are you doing this, Gerry boy? See, this is why I can't show the litter tray, because just before the stream he kicked everything out and now it's everywhere. Oh, big yawn. Fifi, let's go over here where there isn't now poo all over the floor. Hello. Oh, isn't she beautiful? Isn't she beautiful? Hello. Hello. Do you want a bowl? There's nothing in it, but it could be fun. Tea? But yeah, I just don't think I could do the bloomin' tasks. And that's another thing, is that even though there's no reason for traitors to sabotage the tasks at all, they'll always be like, oh no, it can't be this person, they're really good in tasks. And you're like, what difference does that make? The physical side of it seems brutal. I know, they're always like, you're gonna swim a mile in a moving river and stuff like that. And I'm just like, bloody hell. Blooming heck. I would not be able to do these things. But fair play to them. They all seem to like pull through and do it. Good morning, owls. Bunnies. I think they're excited because they know it's Friday and they know that that means banana. Is that right, Gerry? Look at your little face. Look at that little face. Go on then. As you're all excited, you can have it. Okay, I need to get to it first though. Hang on, bunnies. I swear it's so difficult to walk around in this house sometimes when you don't know when a bunny is gonna cut in front of you. Oh, there you go, Gerry. That is fair news because Gerry did steal some of hers. There we go. Was that nice, Fifi? Is that a nice banana? Tea. She have to check his mouth again. See if he's had any more since. Oofta. See if he's committing crimes again. Oh, Gerry did crime first this time, in her defense. Good morning, Frudos. Build a trebuchet and hit the target. Well, this person seems inexperienced with medieval siege weaponry, but they are clearly the traitor. Yeah, precisely. It is very odd. I mean, I guess the cult did something interesting in that, obviously, like, well, I won't say who, but the cultists had, they got like a little bit of inside information to what the tasks, like things about the tasks. So I guess maybe if they didn't want to have like full-on sabotage, maybe they could do something like that on the traitors, like give them a bit of information and then they've got to sort of play it cool. Like, what if they said like, you know, there's a shield hidden in the trebuchet or something, and then no one else would know that, but then they'd have to be like, oh, look what I found. And people would be like, is that suspicious that you found that sort of thing? I don't know. I know I'm biased, but after watching some with my mum, genuinely think Cult did it better. I can't believe traitors copied it like that. I hope you are staying warm, Frudos. We had a time when our boiler broke in March, so I know how stinky it can be to not have heating. I remember because we got the boiler fixed like the day before my birthday, and I was like, best birthday present. Being warm again. Being able to feel my fingies. Oh, Fifi, hello. Gosh, I can feel my tummy wanting to rumble again. It's been rough. Yeah, it do. Currently have a nice mug of tea in my hands. Oh, that's nice. That is nice. I was upping and ahhing about whether to take in like a little flask of hot chocolate into the office today. Because I don't know how well hot chocolate travels. I guess I could just, I don't know, get one after streaming. It was so cold yesterday. I was umming and ahhing about going round to a friend's after work. And then I was just like, you know, when you have that feeling of like, the next warm place I go into, I am staying for the night. So if I go round to someone's house, I'm not leaving. I was like, I need to get home and get into Jim Jams and to be warm. It's just so the office does provide hot liquid, but they have like a hot tap. Whereas I always make hot chocolate with just oat milk because I'm a princess. But yeah, it's very cold. It do be very cold. The hot taps are so cool. I would absolutely love one. It definitely makes it so much like when we just have like a 5-minute break in between streams, to be able to pop out and just immediately fill your mug with hot water and make a cup of tea saves so much time. Is good. I'd love to get one of those installed. And the fact it does literally just switch between the two so quickly. Like the other day I was filling it with hot water and then the person behind me just immediately put cold in. Super cold, like fridge cold water is good. Is good. But yeah, I would love to have one of those, but I imagine they must be very spenny. But I guess if we ever were in a position to get our kitchen redone, I'd bung one of those in. Bung it in. Having fun in there, Gerry. I wonder how it works. What do you call it? Like, environmentally, because I know that boiling the kettle is meant to be like, if you overfill it and stuff, it's meant to be quite bad. So I wonder how it works out from that respect, just having the constant access to it. Tammy, thank you very much for the 26 months. I hope you're doing well. I've been loving your TikTok recipes. Oh, thank you so much. I'm glad people have been enjoying them. I do worry that people are going to try the recipes and be like, what the heck is this? So hopefully when people have been... Well, I know one person tried one thing and was just like, I don't like this at all. But hopefully some people have liked them. But yes... You have one of those things that boils 1 cup at a time pretty quickly. Okay. What are you thinking, Gerry? What do your bunny is here, huh? You gonna... Oh, no. Please don't attack. No. The warning nosy bonk. Okay, I'm reversing. Boop. Boop. The boop. What is nooch? So, nooch is nutritional yeast. It's very good. It gives like a sort of cheesy umami flavor to things, but also it can be like fortified with various things. So I have a B12 fortified one, and it's just good to get that little extra boost. Good morning, Motara. It looks like fish food. Like, it looks like, you know, the little flaky stuff that you feed fish. But it is really good. But I chuck it in so much stuff. It's, the radiator was nice and warm, but I was worried that Gerry wouldn't go near it if I didn't put a blanket down. So I thought if I put this down maybe here. Gerry, the radiator's really hot. Don't lick it. Why would you just lick a really warm thing? Gerry? Maybe the blanket was a mistake. I just thought that might warm you up a little bit if you were nearer to the radiator. You're a funny little guy. Do you like it there? I did worry it might get too warm. I'm not a cheesy person myself, but I guess most recipes don't dictate it as a requirement. Yeah, it's more for like a flavor boost usually, rather than it actually serving any sort of like, it's not like baking powder. I don't think it has like a, you know, a science reason for being in things, just a tasty reason. It does make me laugh when people comment on the recipes and they're like, why did you do this? And I'm like, because I like it and I wanted to. Like when someone said to me, they were like, why would you use tinned peas? And I was like, because I just really like tinned peas, and I don't know. You don't have to. I just do. But yeah. Because it's tasty. It's why I do what I do. But yeah, I mean, a lot of things, a lot of recipes are like if you look at a lot of the recipes, I'm not actually putting in what I say I'm putting in, because I'm like, well, I prefer it like this, but the original recipe said this, so I'll just chuck this in, but put this on the screen, and then people can eventually figure out the recipes that they prefer on their own. You don't add the tin, no. I found that was slightly too crunchy. Tea. Snuggled. Bob Mortimer calls tinned veg trapped, which I find charming. Oh. When my cousins were younger, they would only eat tinned mushy peas. No, that's too far. That is much too far. But I'm not a mushy pea person. A vegan restaurant near me does mac and cheese, which is nooch cheese sauce. Ooh. Good morning, Wise. Fifi's doing, I don't know if you can see, she's doing little tooth purrs. A happy little Banu. Tooth purring away. I need to film more recipes, actually. I've been trying to decide what, like, the final few should be. I say final few, we've still got like half the month left, but enjoyed your painting stream yesterday. Oh my gosh, I had such a lovely time. I'm so blessed to have friends who are willing to share their knowledge and their paint. Because it must be, like, people keep on saying really nice things about, like, oh, your first couple of models have been really good. And I'm like, yeah, it's because I have people who have spent hundreds of pounds on good quality equipment that they just let me use. Like, if I had have had to buy my own, first starter kit of 6 paints or something, they would not look this nice. It's been very lovely. What kind of Warhammer did I paint? So Sarah did actually paint a Warhammery person, but I can't think what they were. Anyone with more Warhammer knowledge, do you know? Were they a Space Marine? It was a guy with a big gun, whereas I painted a Lord of the Rings model. I painted an elf. A guy with a gun. Does that round it down? Oh, an Imperial Guard. There you go. And Simon was doing a Lord of the Rings one as well. And Mark did... What was the one that he showed at the end? I can't remember. A lady. Were they Sisters of Mercy or something person? Or was that just something he mentioned? But yeah. So we all did different things, but I think only 2 of them were actual Warhammery things and the other 2 were Lord of the Rings. Or maybe it was the Sisters of Battle. I can't remember. Because he talked about them, but I can't remember if he was saying that that's something else he'd done or if that's what he actually did. Link, I was thinking about that because I was like, I need to... I had that up for Skyrim and I was like, hang on, are the tags still going to carry over to the bun stream? I was like, yeah, I guess they are. But technically, I'm still on my first playthrough of looking after bunnies. It's just a playthrough that's, hopefully going to last for many, many, many years. Sisters of Mercy is a goth band. There you go. Maybe he was painting one of them. You can 3D print anything these days. Oh, he did a striking scorpion too. There you go. There you go. Oh, look at him, so squishy. He's hoping for kisses. Huh? What can you hear, Fifi? You trying to decide whether you're going to give kisses or not? No spoilers, no backseating. Is she going to give kisses or not? Don't tell me. Oh, still a big stretch. Oh, Gerry, next time. You'll get them kisses next time. You will. Oh, bless you. I keep getting so, like, staticky around the buns. Like, look at all his floof clinging to his ears. Oh, but I tell you what, I made the mistake of Googling something yesterday that I immediately had regret for. Because I was stroking Fifi. How do I get rid of this? So I Googled words to the effect of how do you discharge yourself? And I can tell you a lot of the results had nothing to do with static. It's almost as bad as the time when I was playing Animal Crossing and I wanted to know which animal would help me complete a quest, so I googled which animals give you wood without thinking. Dear oh dear. Oh no, they're both on the toilet again. What is it with this time? What is it with this time of day? And, ooh, do you just associate me being... Oh? Fooch? You want fooch? You want a treat? Huh? Thank you very much for the follow. Regular buns are happy buns. This is true. This is true. I can get you some of your fiber pellets. They're not very exciting. Although I did order, oh my gosh, I had a sudden, like, I'm going to treat the bunnies. I was like, I've not treated the bunnies in a while. It's been at least a month since Christmas, probably. So I was like, I'm going to treat them to something. And I went onto a website that does bunny stuff. And I spent way too much. I shouldn't have. It was bad. But it's done now. Can't be undone. It's Kirsty's fault, I want to say. Because, here you go. Kirsty and I are going away on holiday together. And I booked the Airbnb and she paid them. She was like, I've paid you back. And she paid it into my PayPal, which meant I had money in my PayPal and then I had to spend it on bunny treats. So Kirsty's fault? Am I right? Get to have a very lovely time. For Kirsty's birthday, because the bunnies have run away. Hopefully that'll cool them over. Hey, Kirsty's never done anything wrong in her life. This is true. Because we're going away to the beach in like mid-February, so it might be a tiny bit cold. I'm sure it'll be fine. I'm sure it'll be okay. She'd never start any arguments. She's never argued with anyone. Money in paper is not real money. See, this is the thing. For some reason, that is genuinely how I see money in my PayPal account. I'm like, well, I've got to spend it on something. This isn't like money to be saved. You buy things with PayPal, so if it's in there, it's there to be spent on something. It is dangerous. Dangerous. Yeah, that's true, actually. We might get the whole beach to ourselves. I'm hoping so. And either way, you know, it'll just be nice. Like, as long as we put on enough layers, I'm sure it'll just be nice to walk on the beach. And maybe we could record a beach comfort zone, take some little mics with us. Our house got our first computer the same year Freddie Mercury died. I was tasked with tackling the rather new website Google and finding out about Queen, so I typed Queen. Google was very different back in those days, and I was swiftly removed from the chair. Oh no. Oh no. Hello. Sniffle. Oh look, you can see how brown his eyes are now. Beautiful brown eyes that my boy has. Fifi's are like a bit harder to see, I think. Well, you can sort of see them there. I think hers are just a bit darker. Hello. Dear Gerry. There you go. One more each. One for you. Did you? Can't tell if he dropped that or not. He's chewing, so I'm guessing he didn't. Tea. Don't think I've got a brownie stream before. It's just bunnies and nonsense, I'll be honest. Just bunnies and nonsense. Well done, Fifi. Good nibbling. He's gone back to the blanket by the radiator, so maybe it wasn't such a bad idea. Maybe he will appreciate it. But I get the feeling that Gerry likes warm places more than Fifi does. Which is silly because I think Rexes feel the cold more. But Gerry seems to prefer sort of sunbathing and stuff. Whereas Fifi will just lie on the hard floor when it's freezing cold. Oh, well done, Fifi. I'm scared to give her cuddles because, like I said yesterday, I kept on giving her little, what do you call it? Little zip-zaps on her ears. Good morning, Ted. Yeah, that's what we're hoping to do, Alex. We're hoping to do some beach combing, some fossil finding. But to be honest, like anything, just finding stuff on the beach, even if it's not fossils, even if it's just like a nice rock. It's good times. I think it's good. Oh, is Twitch being stimky again? EP bunny. I think it's just like a good mental health thing, going to a beach every now and then. Tea. Fifi, you look so peaceful. Beach, beach. Ninking Minjaj. I have some rocks I found that I suspect of having fossils in. Ooh. We always look for, yeah, we always look for sea glass. It's like my dad has like a massive jar of sea glass, so I've always collected it. Hello, Cosmic. Do you see that video of grandfather that would go to a shop and buy some awesome shells and casually drop them on the beach for his grandkids to find? No, that's so cute. That is cute. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Because it's all content for the vlog. That's why I do anything these days. That's why I set the fire alarm off yesterday. Content. I do feel bad that my first 2 vlogs of the year have just been me being like, I've not really done anything. I hope you're okay. Bye-bye. It was me. It was me. But yes, I might do something interesting this year, maybe. Letting Sarah take the blame. I mean, no smoke without lighter. Am I right? No, I really do hope that we get to do more mini painting. Because I get the feeling that, like, like, if they obviously decided to do a regular mini painting thing, I'm obviously not the first person they would think of because I'm a big old noob. And there's so many people who do it at the network. Doing some. I've been watching some. Oh my gosh, the latest Sid video of Sarah was so cute. The zoom in all around me are familiar. Bless her. I love those streams so much. Sarah is such a delight to watch playing games. Oh, bye bye, Minion. Well, I guess it's time for me to head off actually. Is there, I guess, Rob or Sienna? Is there anyone around to. I was always going to say, is there anyone awake to raid? Is everyone asleep right now? 'Tis the time of the honk shoe mimes. Have a lovely day, please. Well, I get to go and hang out with Kirsty and Rythian, so it will be a very, very lovely day indeed. Because they're definitely not going to argue. And it's like the Kirby Craft, no Cosmic, I see. You can't raid, can you? Or can you? Did we decide that we could? You could? I can't remember anymore. We can go to Clyde. Clyde is good. Good. But yeah, it's the Kirby Craft birthday stream today. Technically, it's not really our birthday until tomorrow. I think. Is it the 19th today? Wait, 16, 17, 18, 19. Yeah, so technically it's tomorrow, but it's the nearest day to it. So yes. Big minute. Nice. I thought today was the 20th for almost a whole month. Oh no. Could be the final ever Kirby Craft. It's looking like this is going to be the big old wrap up stream, and then we'll start something new next week. So yeah, that should be emotional. Too emotional to have time for arguing, for sure. For real. But yes, look after yourselves and be good. And I will speak to you soon. Take care. Bye bye. Bye bye. I'm gonna show you. Little mouth. Little mouth. Little mouth. It's too close. That is too close. Tea. Didn't I do it for you? Those are lovely cheeks, Fifi. So. Sniffer? It's because I'm talking to you. Fifi? Fifi? She does not want to perceive me right now. Okay, there we go. Bye bye. Boop.